Hello, I'm James Campbell. As you probably know, I do online writing classes for children who really like writing. And in this video, I want to celebrate the writing of a girl called Ammarah. Now, Ammarah comes to my Monday 1:30 homeschool children writing class, which happens every Monday at 1:30. It's for homeschool children. I mean, obviously, other children could come as well, except they can't because they're at school. So it's 1:30 and it's for homeschool children. Amara, it was her first time ever doing this. She's 7 years old, I think, so she's quite small. And she started off not really knowing what she wanted to write, but very quickly she learnt some amazing skills. She has a fantastic imagination. She's an absolute credit to the whole idea of homeschooling, and I'm sure her parents as well. I'm really proud of her, and I'm proud of the time that I spent with her, teaching her some little bits about writing and encouraging her to do what comes naturally, which is tell stories. So I'm just going to hand over to Amara, who's going to read you her wonderful story.
Secret Agents Rose and Fred by Ammarah. Zaz just woke up from his sleep from the cockerel that said cock-a-doodle-doo. Zaz got so angry, Fred and Rose noticed that Zaz was about to kill the cockerel. "Oh no you don't," said Rose. "Ah," said Zaz. "Ha ha," said Fred. "I'll destroy that cockerel," said Zaz. And then Zaz went to his house to think of a plan. "Zaz is going to kill that cockerel no matter what," said Rose. "We've got to be prepared," said Fred. "But how?" said Rose. "I will teach you how to be prepared," said a short old man in a deep voice holding the cockerel. "Who are you? Where are we?" said Rose and Fred. "You are in my temple, and my name is Master Zenghu," said Master Zenghu. "That's so amazing," said Fred. "I'm in." "Hold on, how do you know our names?" asked Rose. "Someone told me your names, and I am the one that gave you your superpowers," said Master Zenghu. "That's awesome," said Fred. "Hold on, who is that someone that told you our names?" asked Rose. "It was," said Master Zenghu, as Zaz crashed through the wall and said, "Ha ha ha, I'm here to get the cockerel." "No," said Fred. Master Zenghu was prepared. He hit Zaz with his ice powers from his hands, and then Zaz went home to think of another plan. "That was cool," said Rose. "Now tell us, who is that someone that told you our names?" "It was Rose's mum," said Master Zenghu. "What?" said Rose. "How is my mum working with you? Is she a secret agent like you too?" "Yes, I was at the park. Your mum found out about a secret book called How to Give People Superpowers, and then she became a secret agent and found me and wanted to join my secret team of agents with superpowers," said Master Zenghu. "I never knew my mum was a secret agent. Why didn't she tell me?" asked Rose. "Because then it wouldn't be a secret," said Master Zenghu. "Hey, why aren't we training to defeat Zaz?" asked Fred. "Oh yes, let's do it," said Master Zenghu. Master Zenghu led them to the training room, then walked through a corridor with tall marble pillars. As the sun was shining through beautiful square glasses, they saw a huge brown door in front of them which said training room. Master Zenghu opened the door with a marble key as they all walked in. The training room was really big, and it had beautiful red and orange mats on the floor. The walls were light blue with square windows and lots of bamboo sticks in the corner of the room. Master Zenghu got 2 bamboo sticks from the corner of the room and gave one each to Fred and Rose. "Now your training begins." After 3 hours of training, Fred and Rose were tired but prepared. Master Zenghu said, "You are almost ready to be an agent, but you must defeat Zaz in your first mission." "Yes," said Master Zenghu. "We are ready," said Fred and Rose. Master Zenghu led them out of the training room, down the corridor with the tall marble pillars until they reached the temple door. "I'm just going to water my plants now," said Master Zenghu. and he opened the door. Rose's mum was standing right in front of him. Rose saw her mum and was surprised as her jaw dropped. Rose, I'm so glad you and Fred are here and have been training with Master Zenghu, said Rose's mum. Mum, this is so amazing. We are. It's so cool, Rose said in amazement. Okay, kids, I'll see you tomorrow early morning for one last training, said Master Zenghu. The sun was shining in Rose's room. Rise and shine, said Rose's mum. Training time, said Fred's mum to Fred. Okay, said Fred. Fred and Rose walked to Master Zenghu's temple to train. Rose and Fred both knocked on the temple brown door. Master Zenghu opened the door and welcomed Rose and Fred. Come in, said Master Zenghu. Hi, Master Zenghu, said Fred and Rose. Let's go to the training room to train, said Master Zenghu. They went in the training room. Master Zenghu gave Fred and Rose each a bamboo stick to train. Rose and Fred trained for 1 hour. Now go get Zaz, said Master Zenghu. Rose and Fred found a clue to help them find Zaz. They found Zaz's hat outside the temple door. They knew it was his. They looked around for more clues until they found some footprints. They started to follow the footprints for 40 minutes until the footprints stopped in front of a huge house. It was Zaz's lair. I got a plan, whispered Rose, and she whispered the plan to Fred. They jumped on the roof with the bamboo sticks. They used the bamboo sticks to create a hole in the roof, and with a big bang, they landed in Zaz's lab. Zaz saw Fred and Rose, and he said to his robots, "Destroy them!" Rose and Fred ducked and dodged all the blasts from their robots with their bamboo sticks. They defeated the robots, and now they had to defeat Zaz. Just as Zaz was trying to leave the lab, Fred blocked his way with his bamboo stick, and Rose joined him. "You can't get away now, Zaz," said Rose. Luckily, Fred had his rope and tied Zaz to his bamboo stick. Fred said, "You're coming with us to Master Zenghu's temple." "No," said Zaz, "not to Master Zenghu." After 40 minutes, they arrived at Master Zenghu's temple. They went inside. Master Zenghu saw Zaz tied to Fred's bamboo stick and smiled happily. "These kids are so strong," thought Master Zenghu as he walked towards them. "What do we do with Zaz?" asked Rose. "Banish him to the dungeons in my temple," said Master Zenghu. "I never knew there were dungeons in your temple," said Fred. "No, not the dungeons, anything but the dungeons," screamed Zaz as they took him away. Master Zenghu turned to Fred and Rose and said, "Well done, your first mission is complete." "Yay," said Fred and Rose. "We can't wait for the next mission, ...
Wasn't that amazing? I loved the whole imagination of that story. I loved the whole temple thing and the masters and the cockerel. I wasn't expecting the cockerel. I just loved the whole story. Ammarah, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your amazing story. And I hope to see you again at another one of my online writing classes. Bye.